142 once again with NASCAR Heat 3. And in this episode of our season with Matt Crafton's number 88 Menards Ford, we are going to be completing race 8 of 23, which is going to be at Texas Motor Speedway for the PPG 400. The PPG 400. In the last episode, we went to Charlotte Motor Speedway and finished in 4th. We were running in 2nd. We were trying to hold off, I think, Todd Gilliland or somebody. I don't remember who it was. But they're always entering from the bottom, and I can't do that without overdriving the corner or something, so they just knocked me out of the way unrealistically. Very annoying at this point, but our finishes last weekend, it was 7th at Kansas, then our last race, like I just said, 4th place. That got us up in the point standings into 4th place. We were actually just 8 points behind Todd Gilliland now. At least I think it was him. Might have been someone else. I'm not even sure. But we kept Noah Graggs from winning the race. I pushed Brett Moffitt to lead, and if I hadn't done that, just for Kamikaze Games and his respect, then I could have easily won the race myself. I mean, I probably would have still got knocked out of the way like it happened for 2nd place, but who knows. And then there's playoff standings all the way down in 7th place. Justin Haley is right behind us. He's a good, I guess, 14 points behind us. And then, well, everybody else has got wins, and I'm sure we're going to win eventually. Texas is one of my good tracks, or it was NASCAR Heat 2. Don't know if that actually means anything in this game, but we're about to find out. So, I am recording this race the evening after the Martinsville race that Joey Logano used to lock himself into the Final Four. Some people have a problem with that. Some people have a problem with Truex being upset that yet again he got knocked out of the way for a win for the 2nd time within like the past 5 races. The same thing happened at the Charlotte Roval race. But to be honest, I'm not surprised. It's a short track, and if Joey Logano didn't do that, like, Truex would have won, and he would have not even had the attempt to get into the freaking championship. I don't even know if I said that right, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, if he didn't bump him out of the way, then not winning that race would have cost him the entire championship. So he did what he had to do, and to be honest, he didn't wreck him. That's the most respectable way he could have won the race. It was a really exciting finish. I enjoyed it. Heck, Denny Hamlin almost won the race. Some people don't even notice that, because Truex finished in 3rd, and Hamlin got 2nd. But going to Texas, this is like the newer paved track. I'm going to try something a little loose, maybe like setup 7. I think I'll start with setup 6, and if I feel like it should be a little bit looser, we'll go with setup 7. But that's usually what we go with here, is just loosen the car so it can enter corners better. Knowing these AI and how aggressive they can just enter from the bottom and make it work every single time. I'm getting tired of that. I don't know what my PlayStation 4 is doing, but it is, sounds like a freaking rice pot. Let's next session and get into qualifying. Oh my goodness, this game is lagging through loading screens. I was just recording MX vs. ATV All Out, which came out yesterday, and people like to pretend that these NASCAR Heat games are the worst racing games being released just around the time. But for the record, MX vs. ATV All Out doesn't have a rear view mirror, and that game can barely run at 20 frames per second. I don't know what to tell you. It's fucking ridiculous. That video had some good racing, but oh my god, it was just like, couldn't keep up with what was going because it was how it was showing up on the screen. Don't know if I need to let off the gas that much because it's a 1.5 mile track, and this one's a really wide one at that, but probably preferable just so I can really grip in the corners fine. I just hope that I can start near the top 10 like always. At 13th on the inside is better than starting like 12th, or heck, even 8th place, 10th place, whatever I'm trying to say. I think I prefer starting 8th, but 10th or 12th, that's not exactly better than 13th. Who we have on pole today? Johnny Sauter. I think Johnny Sauter won the Martinsville race that happened last weekend in the Truck Series. I remember Myatt Snyder, the guy I raced with in NASCAR Heat 2 in the Truck Series, he was chasing him down, made a great move on the restart, just diving underneath him. But, yeah, I think he finished like 3rd or whatever. That was a good race as well, but I still prefer the Cup races because of how awesome the finish was. Okay, this is a night race, our 3rd night race in a row. I could tell from how the qualifying was taking place in the afternoon. So, I'm comfortable with setup 6, and if it's not comfortable in race trim, you know, we can always drop the wedge or something. We got loud diesel trucks outside. I hate it when that happens. Okay, so there's Johnny Sauter. Ben Rhodes is starting on the outside of the pole. Did anybody in front of me fail qualifying shit? Haley Deegan is always having to start in last place because he's always doing stupid crap during qualifying. We're not even starting well to begin with. And then it's talking about Harrison Burton, who I doubt was in front of us. Yeah, we're still starting 13th. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's go finally get a win. I keep saying we should be doing that, but we never actually do it. I could have done it at Charlotte, like I said. Well, I didn't. I could have easily not lost 2nd place at Charlotte, but just didn't dive it enough. I think I got distracted by the whole fuel notification thing that showed up at the bottom just before I went to turn 3 on the final lap of that race. But anyhow, the first stage in our Texas race is going to be 4 laps long. Corbin Forster is in the top 10. There you go, Kamikaze Games. I ain't doing shit for you in this race. I'm trying to do something for myself for once. I'm tired of being selfless. Okay, make it 3 wide into turn 3. Come on, Corbin Forster. You know I got to run. got a really good run on passing Austin Hill as well. At least I think that's Austin Hill. I think there's like a Timothy Hill, but it'll probably be Austin Hill just because he's one of the better drivers. Mike Snyder's just running well these days. Remember, he was in that 51 truck running part-time in 2017, and I think like on average he'd finish like in the freaking 20s or whatever, just because he wasn't full-time and he didn't have enough experience. And I don't think the equipment was that good yet, but since they switched to Ford and he's running full-time now, gotta say he's certainly running better. At least he is in this game. Even at the Martinsville race, he was gunning for the win. So, yeah, Mike Snyder's definitely having a better season now that he's gone full-time and he's got this number 13 Ford. Yeah, I'd probably choose Ford over Toyota as well. I mean, I'm driving a Ford myself, let's not forget that. We're just flying past the people. We got Johnny Sauter, who's just pulling away with the lead, so I'm probably not going to be able to get to him, but we will get some stage points, of course, and all that. I swear Johnny Sauter has won a race in our championship already. I could be wrong on that one. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping track of them all. I just showed it on the screen, but still, I don't know who has and who has. We got Brett Moffitt and Ford Truck, Todd Gillen. Those guys have. Okay, so we got one lap left in this stage. See these guys in my mirror behind me. I'm trying not to slip up and let them by. We're just pushing Moffitt like always because I can't get underneath them. Okay, looks like we're getting a run off turn 2. Tightened up on me. I'm trying. Maybe we can get a dive into turn 3 and get into second place, which would be worth 9 stage points. Okay, got that dive to the bottom. Don't hit the apron. We're sticking it. We're sticking it just fine as long as I can get a run off. Because I'm probably scrubbing up for more speed by having to stay at the bottom like this. I did not mean to bump him right there, but there you go. Johnny Sauter wins the first stage, and we finished second there, so it's always worth it for the stage points. As long as drivers like Justin Haley, who's right behind me in the playoff standings and whatever, just don't finish anywhere near me. I don't want him to ever win a race or anything like that. Just make sure, like, even if I don't win this race, I got a good chance of staying in the playoff range. So, no pit stop after the first stage, but looks like the left tires aren't wearing down that much. Right sides are, of course, so we will get right side tires during our pit stop, and I don't think so with the left side tires, so we'll wait until after the second stage is done with. Now, we usually do get good restarts in this game, and I think we usually have like average restarts in NASCAR Heat 2. The restarts are easier in this game, in my opinion, because they don't get the gears very well. I really don't want to beat him to the line, so I let off a little bit, but now I'm going to take the lead. Just got to worry about blocking him as we come off the turn 2, because that happened at Charlotte. Well, not Charlotte. It was at Kansas, where I went into turn 1 and I got the lead, but I couldn't clear him, so they all just flew past me. The game lagged a bit, which usually means there's going to be a caution. No Stuart Friesen. That is not allowed. Not on my Christian server. Now let's go in stage 2. And sure enough, we're going to get our second stage win of the season, I believe. I don't remember when our first one was, but yeah, it's always worth it for the stage points. I got 10 of them. That's 19 in total right now. And then, of course, that's playoff points if you win a stage. Now, let's just win the race. Well, the left side tires, they are worn down to like 80%, especially that front tire. It'd be a risky move, be a dumb move if I decide to get right side tires and they're like, no, we're not going to do that. But I won't know if we don't lose positions because I'm already in the lead. Okay, so we'll just get 1.5 cans of fuel because that's all we're really going to need. No repairs or damage. I've been keeping this truck clean all race long. Like, I haven't really made contact that much at all aside from bumping into Brett Moffitt a while ago. Okay, look, that's all we're going to be doing. And I mean, we did losing positions, which makes sense, but I don't know if we're not losing positions because we went with right side tires and went with all 4, or if by chance we actually had a good pit stop and we don't lose positions for that. Don't know. We're going to get a good restart. We've got 10 laps left in the race, so if they got 4 tires and I got right sides, blocking is going to be very, very hellish, and like once they get past, it's going to be all done from there, but hopefully we can still finish well if they did get all 4 tires. I don't know the odds of that. Okay, they're getting that run off. Block Sauter. Oh, I put him into the wall. I just can't tell whether when he's on my outside or not, and too busy trying to pay attention to the mirror instead of the actual side of the racetrack and just get up there as fast as possible. Okay, they're still gunning for me, trying to block both rows. Let's not pull a what if racing and start zigzagging across the front stretch like he did at Talladega, because I never forgot that. Like, it was sad but hilarious at the same time. I think we'll be able to tell whether or not they got 4 tires once this run starts to go on, because right now we're pulling away going into the corners, which I probably wouldn't be able to do if they got all 4 tires. They're kind of getting slight runs off, but yeah, I guess they both got right side tires. Well, we both did, not just me. That's what I'm trying to say. We're really holding our own in the corners, so let's try to win this thing. We're going to do it. We're finally going to get my first win of our season. It's the last fucking lap! That does not make any Now I gotta take a pit stop, just so I get 4 tires. 4 tires. Let's only get enough fuel that we need just to make it to the end. Okay, no fuel is needed. No repairs. Can I still be in the lead after all this? No! I have to be in 31st place! Ah!
Be ready.
What is with it with this damn game? I am literally 2 seconds away from finally winning a race in this season. And you give me that. And of course, someone's overheating and they just park it in front of everybody because that's the thing. That's probably what the caution was, someone overheating. Couldn't end the race under caution because it's been 3 years and 704 games hasn't fixed that bullshit. Now I'm not even going to get a top 10. How about a caution for the guy that's overheating right now so we can have another restart? No? Oh, we'll catch back up to these guys. Pass a few more trucks. Get a top 10. Now, low on fuel, I'm not that concerned. Haley Deegan, you're not finishing in front of me. Okay, how many these people stayed out? Should I have just gotten right side tires again? I don't know. Now I'm running over Travis Quapple because these guys in front of me are really slow and I don't know where to go. I got right sides because I don't know what the hell to get their pits on. Maybe I made a mistake. I should have just gotten, right side tires. And I got all 4 tires because I wanted lots of grip. Getting all these positions back because of that. Oh, come on, physics engine. This video's bad enough as it is. I'm turning right, but this truck is turning left. Get onto the track. Oh, you're going to throw a caution for that one? Not in the race under caution. Okay, we finished 16th. I'm over here running people over because they're so damn slow and there's no room on the racetrack for slow pokes like that. I am not allowed to win in this game. John Hunter Nemechek won this race, and I don't even remember if he's won a race yet or not, but there's us, 16th. We got a stage win. And Johnny Sauter, he started on pole, won the first stage, finishes 27th, so his day wasn't any better. I don't know if he really needed it or not, just because he's won a race, hasn't he? And then you've got Justin Haley, who finished in 6th place, 10 positions in front of me. So he's probably passed me, in the playoff standings, heck, maybe even the point standings. I think that's what I'm really trying to say. I don't know if this is going to hurt us that badly or not because everybody's everywhere. But A, this race was boring. B, the finish was absolute fucking crap. And C, it shows the inconsistency of this game towards NASCAR's rule book. People like this game, they're adding so much shit to it and they're trying to improve little things, but it's little things like this that are actually very important, that aren't improved, that make this game no better and almost worse than NASCAR Heat 2. That actually helped us in the point standings because all those freaking drivers that I've been competing with throughout the season, they actually got hurt by that as well, just about the same amount. Brett Moffitt still in the points lead. He's actually, 45 points in front of me. I don't know if I closed that gap or not. I must have closed the gap because I fucking dumped him on the last lap trying to control my truck. Well, my apologies for that one, but that was indeed John Hunter Nemechek, second of the season. I couldn't remember whether he had won a race, like I said. And, Todd Gilliland's behind me, Stuart Friesen behind me, Justin Haley did not pass me, so he must have been a lot of points away before that race, and now he's just closed in a little bit. Then you got the playoff standings, still in 7th place because Justin Haley's the only driver behind us right here. I kept on hoping that we'd have, drivers that already won winning races just so I wouldn't have the chance of getting knocked out playoff standings just because I'm not winning. My consistency is actually helping here whenever we have drivers winning again. This video was funny and stupid, but so is my channel. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.